I welcome you all back after the break, and we have another new guest. I hope you have had a good break, and I would request we've had the introduction of Mukula. I request Roshni to introduce yourself for the benefit of the members here.
Happy evening, everybody.
Happy evening.
A little louder. Happy evening.
Happy evening.
I just love the smiles and energy here. I was not certain I could make it today. But the only way that I could push myself and make it possible was by informing Mukul, you reached, I'll turn up. By doing that, I arrested my presence. And I made it possible. So here I am. Patterns, people, and performance. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but that's my specialization. I love to work with mindsets. I love to work around the tongue and the thought, because I strongly believe you cannot train the tongue. You need to train the thought. And that's where personality emerges. So this is Roshni Javed, founder and CEO of Chain Institutes International, with being a coach for more than 13 years, transitioning and transforming 500,000 lives across 10 countries, featured in more than 11 magazines, shortlisted by Forbes 3 times. But I don't want to pay the taxes. So here I am. Thank you very much. I do not want to bug you with my credibility, which I could do. Thank you again.
Thank you. You're a Toastmaster already? No. So thank you, Roshni.
More than that.
Thanks for the wonderful introduction. Yeah, it's a great honor to have you here today with us. So with that, let's move on with our next session, which is the prepared speeches. We have a very interesting speaker today, but there's another interesting person who will be evaluating the speech. He is a businessman. He is a businessman by profession, but a homeboy at heart. I first met him at Rotary. There was an aura around him that immediately brings a smile to your face. Very down to earth, very friendly, always talks about ideas, always encourages the younger members in the club to take up challenging tasks. He's also a biker. I had a funny conversation with Madam Lalana during our meeting number 200. We were just talking about bikes, and I asked her about his passion for riding. And she quipped, saying that he sometimes takes his son's bike and goes for a jogging ride. Please welcome the very energetic BKK who will be evaluating the speech today. May I request you to describe the object of the speech, Toastmaster BKK.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhupaya. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. Back to you. Time is 5 to 7 minutes, and 5 minutes I think green card will be shown, 6 minutes the yellow card, and 7 minutes the red card.
Thank you, Toastmaster BKK. A speaker is a CA by profession. He takes care of corporate audit. He has a passion for reading and traveling. He is also a Rotarian. And no Rotary meeting is complete without him giving the stalwarts over there the tips and tricks around taxation and audit. His speeches here may be prepared, but at Rotary, he is a prepared speaker. Today, he will be talking about one of his passions. Yes. So put your hands together for Toastmaster Kamal Karnani, a trip to land of miles. A trip to land of miles, Toastmaster Kamal Karnani.
Thank you, TMOD Popaya. Living Price. thanks to Toastmaster Ramdas for motivating me to reach here. I had given up for today. I was badly stuck, but he motivated a lot. Said you can reach by 7:45 or 8 also is fine. Thank you for that. I was very confident when I entered this room, but heard introduction of new guest here. I am little stressed. So friends, uh, let me ask you one question. How many of you have visited Philippines for leisure or otherwise?
For
Oh, so you are with me. So you are not allowed. You are fantastic. For work?
Yes.
So I have not heard many people visiting to Philippines for work or leisure. And I don't know how the idea has come to one of our senior Rotarian, Mr. Sharaf, and one Rotary president, Mr. Siddharth, to bring up this idea. This time, Rotarians and their family members have a trip to Philippines. It was great. I never heard about that we should go to Philippines. Recently, Philippines was famous. For what? Any region? It was in news like 1 month before.
Flood,
Hmm?
flood problem with China.
No, India supplied BrahMos missile to Philippines. India have very good strategic relationship with Philippines. When this idea came, immediately I gave my name, my wife's name, because individually I would not have made this program to go to Philippines. It was new destination. So friends, it was decided first on 17th April we should go, and then this Lok Sabha election, this was announced. You believe nobody was ready to go. No, first we should vote, then we will go. So we postponed it to 1st of May.
Oh, good.
So on 1st of May evening, 44 of us from Rotary Bangalore Junction and their families, we reached 8 p.m. sharp with excitement to Singapore, then connecting flight from Singapore, 3.5 hours journey to city of Manila. Philippines in the back of mind, it is a poor country. It was in my back of mind. It is not a rich country, so what Manila will be. When we landed to Manila, I found fantastic infrastructure. The city, vibrant city with lot of skyscrapers, high rises, population about 16 million, 15% of the total population of Philippines. Fantastic city, better than, I can imagine it is better than any other Indian city. So my mindset changed immediately after landing to Manila. Next day we had city tour. City tours, one of famous park is there is called Rizal Park. It is named after one Jose Rizal, who was a freedom fighter, is a national hero there. He fought against the Spanish rule, who ruled this country for 300 years. And at the age of 27, he was hanged. He was shot dead there. Finally, 1898, they got freedom from Spanish rule, but the whole territory was ceded to USA. So after that, USA was ruling, and World War II, again, this was taken over by Japan. Japan started ruling there. Then again, it was taken over by America after this bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Finally, in 1946, Philippines got independence. We got in 1947, they got 1946. And when I visited Rizal Park, then resembled, the fellow Jose Rizal was resembling Chandrasekhar Azad to me. So next day we had canoe boat riding. It was very narrow boat, and it was 110 kilometers from the city of Manali, and it was very narrow and very difficult terrain. We thought we will never pass on this boat from there, but the people, the boatmen, they have to come down from the boat, they have to push it. Lot of exercises we had to do to have that boat ride. For the they were doing the rafting, but it was very tough for them. And I think first time we had that kind of boat ride. It was very special for everybody. And because of this preservance of those people, we could able to got through and we reached to the waterfall. Then, friends, one, Philippines is having more than 7,600 islands. And our next visit was, of course, to an island city, a beach city with white sand long beaches. It was mesmerizing. So beautiful it was. A small tiny town, lot of tourists, and I find nobody was from India over there. Most of people from Japan, South Korea, local people, nearby people, but flooded with people. Beautiful beach. We enjoyed the yacht, which was especially booked for us. A lot of activities we did together with families, and we have created memories over there. Did a lot of like water sports like snorkeling, paragliding. Then visited one small village, and I found that the condition of Philippines is similar to India. In villages, they are always smiling, very helpful, and they speak English also. I think red flag is there. Thank you very much. We made memories. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kamal, for that wonderful speech. The president kept asking me to join you guys, but I had other commitments, maybe next time. But yeah, definitely, Philippines was not on my list for this year. I think I'll add that back to my list after listening to your speech.
Had shopping also. But I account for that. It's a must do. Sorry, I love that point. I just wanted to add that Philippines is the strongest competition to call center industry with India because they have the best pronunciation and we lose out with that on comparative analysis. Our call centers face high competition with them because here they are not able to grow. We are able to connect with syntax, but we lose out on pronunciation. So major competition with Indian speakers. So we are the highest or major English speaking country when compared to the apart from the native speakers. This is one small.
Also on the inclusivity, about gender diversity and inclusivity, they're far ahead of us. And I don't think India is anywhere catching them on that aspect because of many reasons.
Okay, good insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So with that, we come to the end of our session, the prepared speeches. And now, without further ado, I think I will call the general evaluator to evaluate the entire session and let us know how the meeting went, how the speeches went.
I have a meeting, isn't it?
Toastmaster DTM MU.
Master, let me state, I think, how much time do we have? Because 18 minutes, because we are already reaching India's time. So let me straight get into the evaluation board. This meeting started at what was 7 o'clock? Yeah. Okay. Meeting started by Sergeant at Arms today, Chandrasekhar. You know, one thing which I liked about Mr. Chandrasekhar, about your sergeant at arms role was your good evening. That is the one which gives the energy. In fact, the energy of the meeting is given by the sergeant at arms. In my opinion, is the most important role in a meeting because he kickstarts the meeting with that kind of energy and such some enthusiasm. Great job done that. Congratulations on that. And you talked about the mission of Toastmasters. You told the rules of the day, what the four rules, what you're planning, and incidentally, you added fourth rule. I think it is a regular rule. I don't know about the smile part of it. Incidentally, the topic also was about smile and all that. So I thought it was appropriate. So all the things are in order. Wonderful job done. I think we should give a round of applause for it. Then the presiding officer, we call it president of the day, okay. Rashmi took over. And she has always got the presence behind the lectern, as she has been the president of the club in the past, and such a wonderful job she has done. But probably today she was caught off the guard. I think she became a last moment presiding officer, with the result that she did not have enough time probably to prepare for the theme to talk about. So she did a very brief talk because generally we expect the president to give the real talk which everybody listens. In fact, the first Toastmasters Club in Bangalore, in India, Garden City Speakers Forum, the president's speech used to be even get printed and made that many copies as are distributed to everyone. It was a expected event. He will be there is a theme, and he will be topping on that with so much preparation, and it will be the print given to each one a copy of that, and he will be presenting it. So there's a kind of thing. I don't take it on you for that because I know you have got off guard, but you have always got that president. You give that dignity to the meeting. An amazing job done. Let's give a round of applause. That comes to, I think I'll come to you last, sir, Toastmaster Bopaya. I think we have had, first I'll go to there was a contest to start with. There was a table topic contest today, and I happen to be having the dual role of being the judge and the evaluator. Actually, it's a contradiction in terms because the judge cannot be an evaluator. An evaluation is different from judging. Judging is just telling who did the best in that day. Evaluation is about what a person did right or could I improve. There's something as a different cup of tea altogether. So I would not dread to. I'm not supposed to talk as a general evaluator about the individual topics, which I will not, because as a judge I cannot comment on that. Let me not comment on that. Only some general suggestion I can give you is that not only for table topics, for any speech or any evaluation or any table topic or any role, everything is a speech, whether it is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, or 30 minutes. And every speech should have an opening, a body, and a conclusion. There should be a powerful opening, there should be a powerful conclusion, a well organized content with the transitions from point to point. So, this is applicable to table topic session also. Even if it's a surprise session, but even then, that should also have the same format of a meeting. There's one suggestion I can give to all. This is a general comment. You can follow it in all the meetings. So, I think I'll announce the master of ceremony will announce the result. I got the result with me. You can probably the president will announce it. Okay. So we have had one speech today, prepared speech on level 1, project 2. It's about body language and gestures. It was evaluated by Toastmaster Krishnamurti. Can I have your evaluation, sir?
Yes. Thank you. G. Thank you, G, DTM, MU, but I'll do the evaluation in 3 stages. What went right, what needs improvement, and what are the challenges that can be attempted in future speeches. So, stage 1, what went right? Toastmaster Kamal Karnani, you delivered an engaging and well organized speech that probably I may be biased because I was also part of that too, and that is quite possible that I could connect almost anything and everything, whatever he mentioned. A trip to the title of the speech he has given named rightly, a trip to land of smiles. I don't know, smiles when you mean those girls, what we saw there, are you are smiling. I do not know. At that part I didn't understand. So it was anyway very engaging and nice speech you gave. So you use vocal variety was particularly effective capturing the audience's attention and maintaining interest throughout, which is very important because otherwise, you will be delivering and people don't understand means the very purpose is defeated. So it is not like some of the school children I have seen, they will go high speed, which without any pauses. So that would not make really engage the audience. So they will be reading out whatever is required. The teacher would have told, and they will read out. So that should not happen. So that you anyway kept up that. Your body language and eye contact were confident and natural, enhancing your connection with the audience, which is again very good. Additionally, your pacing was well controlled, allowing your key messages to resonate. Another idea is you have integrated more rhetorical questions to engage the audiences. You ask some questions, which was very good. So you have involved the audiences as well. Okay. What needs improvement? Well, your speech was strong overall. Here are the few areas where slight improvements could elevate it further. Firstly, the transactions between main points could be smoother. At times, the shift from one idea to another was a little bit abrupt. Probably you could connect those things. Secondly, when your anecdotes were effective, incorporating more idea than data, if you can add some more data, probably like what she mentioned rightly, that call center, they're our competitors. Because of the accent, we are losing out. So some of those data, if you had added, probably it would have given more this thing. And instead of perseverance, you were using some other word, which probably you could. Perseverance is the right word, which is required to be used in your speech. So to challenge, to experiment looking forward, there are some challenges you could experiment with to push your speaking skills even further. Practice more dynamic movements on stage. Here, when you are talking, probably you could, use the space a little more. And finally, experimenting with dynamic pauses. If it is possible, you could also always do that. Not that you have not done the pauses, but you can add some more, which is required. Uh, in summary, Kamal, you have done you are qualified for this speech, whatever you have delivered, and look forward to your future speeches, which are going to engage the audiences again. All the best to Toastmaster Kamal. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krishnamurti, for that detailed and amazing evaluation. I'm really, you have come a long way as an evaluator. That's what I can find from today's evaluation of yours. And you are empowering the speaker. You use that normal sandwich technology where you tell a good point, way to improve, and again, between the two positive points, you tell the suggestions. Amazing work done. And your suggestions are very much valid with regard to transitions, which are very, very important in a speech, particularly in the body, how from point to point you go there. But only one question I wanted to ask you: this, have you received the guidelines to the project, the total project report,
Actually,
or only evaluation?
There was some. He had sent me L1 P2, but actually he was telling L1 P3. So that
Why I tell you that is, I think, for your information also.
Right now you are saying
P3. I sent L1 P3.
Oh.
If, your Toastmasters pathways program is built to have two parts. One is project, another is the speech. Generally, the project is about the learning experience, what you're telling. In this case, about the importance of body language and gestures. What is done and what we have understood. So that is the speech. It should, and based on that, he should prepare a speech. This is a part two. Based on that, he has made it. What I liked about his speech was, is of course I'm not supposed to comment about him, which he already has done, but I'm tempted to talk about him because I really liked your speech because your comfort level was simply amazing. You are able to reach the audience with so much natural comfort and comfort level and gestures, natural gestures. But I would have appreciated if there were gestures and your voice modulation was a bit more exaggerated or elaborate, because that's what we are practicing in this particular speech. I think body language and gestures, and there you can concentrate on either one of them, body language or gestures or both. You can voice modulation or gestures or both. You have done both today. Your gestures were natural, but your voice modulation, you can still experiment with something. For example, when you said about when you reached the Philippines that airport, we reached with the excitement. You said. It is you did not reach that. It's not an excitement. You reached with full of excitement. That is excitement. So that should come to the audience. So that probably that is what voice modulation comes into it. So pitch and frequency and word modulation and that kind of thing. So that is one thing you can practice. But amazing job done. And both Krishnamurti and our speaker deserve a big round of applause for the proceed for the report of the role takers. I think I have not talked about Prasanna Kumari regarding her role as a table topic master or a contest, or whatever you call it, because today was a contest. So, good job, selection of topics. I think you have selected 10 topics and you have given me a tough job to select one. That's fine, no issue. Uh, Only one thing I could request is the role should be taken with all the spirit and excitement, and you are in control. Once you are here, you are the boss. You should not be asking somebody what I should do next, or shall I do this, shall I do that. No, you will do yourself. That is what is it. And everybody, all of us will listen. You are the boss of the chair. There's only one thing you can say. And also, you could have probably what you left, I think he made up of that. What is about tabletop election? Why it is so important? Incidentally, we didn't have any, this, but it was still is required. So that is
I
one thing.
thought for a contest it is not required.
It is very much required. Contest is
Contest,
more required.
contest
In
there
the
is
club meeting we used to do, but
for generally for the contest. What is the importance of the contest? There is another write-up for that. There is a script for contest. Why a contest is important and what the contest does. That also you can keep it in mind and you can have done it. But it's all right because he is a more informal today. So that's the only suggestion I can give you. But I think we should give a big round of applause to and let us get from the role takers of today. Today is our timer Chandrasekhar. Yes, sir.
All the speakers are within the time limit, and I'm happy to inform you that all the speeches, be it table topic or the prepared speech, were delivered in time, and everybody qualified for that speech.
Thank you. Can I have a report from the accountant Ramdas Bhatt?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I had tough time to find out crutch words of the TMOD. You tend to use but couple of times, 3 times I found, so 2 times, and 2 times. You spoke the longest here but still used few crutch words. Toastmaster Kamal, your favorite words are and, used 9 times, so 5 times, but 2 times, then 2 times. Just be aware of that you tend to use these crutch words. BK sir, you used your favorite word is so, used 5 times, 2 times. Back to you.
Thank you. Actually, to tell you, because mine is actually just like here's what you know, incidentally. But last week he was there without rubber. You will not believe he has not used a single in the whole of his speech. And the no no record is created in we are so happy. Let me tell you about this timer, R counter, and grammarian roles in Toastmaster. They are more than even thankless jobs because they don't tend to even listen to what the speaker is speaking. They are busy about how many he's busy, how many hours and how many hours. What he has told, he will not be listening. So they are sacrificing for the sake of the speakers to tell you how you can improve your speech. I think that is something really great about the timer, the grammars, and the R counter. I think the amazing job done by these three people today. Let's give a bigger round of applause.
As an observer, I wrote down that for the roles played, there needs to be good training, and otherwise there won't be effective. I've just written it down here.
It's so kind. That's really nice.
Yeah. So, as an observer of the club,
Yeah.
I wrote down saying that roles played have to be taken very. For the roles is a must.
Yes.
That's what I wrote.
I think there was an your demo meeting conducted in your organization. I think you are already aware. The idea is Toastmasters is system driven. There is some system, something like Rotary. Actually, Rotary is a far senior, about 10 years senior to Toastmasters. They have got a working system. And like any American institution, they follow it strictly, whatever it is. There's one thing very observed. So, and that works. That's how it works, and that's how the results also come. So that's very important. So that's why we are bit formal, but that's how it should work. I feel that way. So now I think I got only one role left out. I think
Grammarian.
yeah.
Grammarian.
Grammarian. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The word of the day was used by two people and also the evaluator trying to point out if it's correct or not. It was used by Kamal and then Bopaya. No one else used that. We had some very good usages of words: creating memories, whiskey fellowship, charity knows no bounds, deluge, and then overdose of information, and then every coin has two faces, social media has two, digital transformation, judicious, little estranged, arrested my presence, patterns, people, and performance. That was a good acronym for us to hold on to. Yes. Around tongue and thought. You cannot train the tongue, but you can train the thought. Good, something good to go about. Transitioning and transforming. There were some not so good usages. Sign will be on green. So we can say green sign was displayed or green. A timer will show a green signal, something like that. And some of the prepositions, visiting to Philippines, landing to Manila, could be visiting Philippines, landing, so those kind of stuff. And then I think you already pointed out perseverance versus perseverance. Yeah, that is something which we can look into. Other than that, I think we have very good.
Thank you, ma'am. Only thing we should give a big round of applause for, because he is our Astan grammarian and doing tremendous justice to the job she holds as a grammarian. She is a master in the control language and she gives amazing input also. Congratulations, and let's give her another applause again.
One speaker used the word panga.
Yes, I noted it down. I didn't want to bring it up here. I thought I'd tell him later.
What's the word?
One
Panga.
speaker used the word panga.
Panga is there. Panga.
Don't take panga with politicians. Yeah.
Okay.
If all of you think that you could spare and accommodate 5 minutes from me, I could give you 3 takeaways for the day. Once you're done.
Yeah.
Once you're done.
Yes.
Okay, I think they can take care of this later, ma'am. Let
Yes.
me complete my job. So what, I got only one role left if I remember. I think that was, yeah? Toastmaster names Bombay. That's very, very important. I think one thing I liked about your role was a Toastmaster is supposed to do thorough preparation of his role, and he has to prepare a proper script, what he's going to do, what he's going to do, how he's going to connect each speech and all that. That you have done amazingly well. I really, really liked it. That's how it is. You have wonderful job. You have good presence. You have good language control. Your delivery is good. Everything is fine. Now, having said that, you covered the theme very nicely. What probably a president left out, you more than made up in telling about the story of Ravi, and from Ramanujam to Bill Gates, how you brought about the story of that, about both the perseverance as well as the dreaming big. How you thought about that. Raleigh came with the The dream is the typewriter. That's what we know. That's what he said, isn't it? Her only two raw materials were there: a dream and a typewriter. And so with that dream, she writes that. They was great novelist. She became great job done. Uh, let's see where you could have probably done different. Something where you did really well was the rhetorical. You involve the audience by asking a question to them. Are you with me? That's something really great. And your gestures were very normal. You are in control of the situation, good control behind the lecture. Everything's fine. Uh, what you could have done better as a Toastmaster? First thing, what I find is, as far as the Toastmaster, about the Toastmasters movement or about the introductions of the individual speakers whoever you are introducing, that introductions are ideally, you should keep it to yourself by heart. It should not be read out. That clear that robs the effect of that introduction. So and so, when introducing who is the, let us see about our speaker, Kamal, a Rotarian, a reader, a voracious reader. Ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker is Kamal Adnan. What is it?
Karnani. Kamal Kishore Karnani.
It's that, that power should come in that. There is the one thing, your voice level could be better in that particular introduction and without reference. Same thing with Toastmasters movement also. Toastmaster was formed in 1924. No. Even if somebody wakes you up in the midnight, you should know it is 1924, October 24. Toastmaster, Ralph Peace Medley, so some 14,600 clubs, 142 countries. It should be there in your memory. That's how it should be. So that gives comfort, that power to tell without as though you are talking of. Same thing with introductions also, as though you are introducing that person for the first time and what a great man is, because that's what is called edification is what concern. How you edify a person, how you introduce it. That's one thing I can suggest. And another thing is what I would suggest is, all your speeches, your content, your delivery, everything is fine, but sometimes you are swinging from this. This probably is one thing which you can probably, the best post position will be feet some 10 or 12 inches apart by your side. Then you whatever you want to say, this up, down, whatever you want to say, you are free to say anything, and your legs should be firm on the ground. Not that it should not move. If you move, it should be purposeful. Like this, when you say one point like this. The next part I would like to bring to your notice, the ladies and gentlemen. Purposeful movement around the lecture. That is possible. But if you do this unnecessary movement, it distracts the audience. That's the only thing I suggested. Otherwise, one thing I really thoroughly liked your control of the whole situation, your script, your presentation, your presence behind the lecture, everything was wonderful. I think for an amazing job done. Let's do it. I would still suggest that you still buy a lecture. It doesn't cost much money.
Small one we can
Small, this much bigger. It will help Bopaya and the likes of it's nothing wrong in having a script. If the script is like this, then you don't have the trouble of holding it. Then you are losing the contact with the audience. Here, if it is there, you could probably keep it and look as though this. Even he did. He is today. He did not even record notes at all. The problem here, anything you want to say, you should own that. Whatever you want to say, you should own it. Then only it becomes powerful. Then only it reaches the audience. If you're reading it, then means it is something different. It's not your own. That is the difference. The power should come by telling that. So as far as possible, make it your own. The whole project, whole speech, everything, make it your own, and then give us an extempore sort of thing. It should be prepared script as based on you have done wonderful job, but it should appear as though it is impromptu. Appearance, as though you are talking like that. There is one thing I can suggest, but amazing job done, sir. I think it should.
Thank you so much, DTM and Ebert, for that wonderful evaluation of the entire session. Before I conclude, I think we've had a request from our guest. I would like to spare a few minutes after closing. After closing, okay. All right. So with that, we come to the article. we're almost at the end of the session, and I just want to bring out a point here. So before the pandemic, we've had another pandemic. Can anyone guess what it was? Yeah.
Notebandi?
No? Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So why did I bring it up is because the creator George R.R. Martin, who authored the book A Song of Fire and Ice, he gave these famous words: "My own heroes are the dreamers, those men and women who try to make the world a better place than when they found it, whether in small ways or great ones. Some succeeded, some failed, most had mixed results, but it is the effort that's heroic as I see it." So, friends and fellow Toastmasters, let us agree that not all heroes wear capes. Let us always strive to dream big, and not just that, let us persevere to work towards making those dreams a reality. With this, I hope you've all enjoyed the session, and in the excitement, please do not forget to vote. Over to you.
Judges have done it.
Judges have
There's
done
no
it.
voting.
All right. Over to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi.
I think we have a couple of guests here. So I would like to request BKK sir to come and I would actually like to invite Ramdas Bhatt, Toastmaster Ramdas Bhatt to give the, uh, to honor the guests. Please, Ramdas sir, come.
Picking survey.
No, you can give to us. That's why I was talking.
In fact, it was always back of our Toastmaster monk, we call him. That I forgot to give the thing, and he made sure that this is done, which all the founder members received on the day, but I think two of you did not get it. So he remembered that, and he got it made, and he has.
He want to give session was a contrived
Sir,
session, I think.
Anytime, MD, but sir, first you can come and receive this. I want our Toastmaster monk only to give. No, you are the anchor. You should give. Yes, I'll stand in the photo. Yeah.
Photo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. It means a lot to me.
Mabala to come here and receive the honors. Just I think gratitude letter or whatever he has made, and it is very nicely made. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate the wish.
Thank you so much. So just to give background, on 18th February, we had a 200th meeting and we recognized the mentors or the founders of this club. So we had not recognized two of our strong members. We thought we would recognize. We had the tabletop contest today and both the judges, and we're honoring them. Thank you so much for all your support. Looking for continued support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I think we have all been waiting for something here, and that is yes, the results, the winners of the table topics contest. You can read it, sir.
A very interesting tabletop session. I really thought it because the topic was also selected by me, rather not selected, elected, because she gave me 10 topics. Out of that, I selected this. I thought it is very appropriate because everybody is worried about social sites and all that. So I thought that this would be appropriate. And today, what I found was each speaker, there were 7 speakers, and everyone had one guest also. And everyone came up to more than expectation. Really an amazing job. Very nice speakers. Very nice. Both the positive and negative, the bane and the boon are covered, and they say that what exactly is the issue. And they analyzed so nicely, well organized. I said the opening body conclusion also is largely in place in many of the responses. We have given marks for both that. How you have done opening body conclusion, what is the content, how you have concluded, what is the importance, and how you have delivered it. For all that, we have given the marks, and the results are like this. In the third place, there is a tie. There are two persons. Third place is one Miss Toastmaster Bopaya and Toastmaster Anand. So they are the third place, and the second place is goes to Ramdas Bhatt. And the winner of today's table topic contest is, of course, I think many times it is not a surprise anymore. I think in this club, none other than Chandrasekhar. I think you are representative to division area level. You are not-
No, he will, sir. From now onwards, he will.
Huh?
No onwards, he will go.
Now, no, today you did an amazing job. There was no, and it was more all these things are unanimous. Let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Only to, normally we have got 5 to 7 judges. Today, because of our own limitations, we are only 2 judges. So, 2 judges coming to some consensus also is something great. So, so amazing session, and I congratulate each of them. Back to you.
Thank you so much.
With this, I'll be concluding the meeting number 213, and let's all meet next Wednesday. Thank you so much.